Good morning, this is Roland Peltier here with Vortex Aquaponics, and I just want to show you the Cadence model and the basic maintenance for the Cadence model. I'm going to explain it to you here. And I've got my mom here to help. She's awesome. She's going to film this while I show you guys some of the parts too. So this is the Cadence. It's basically a 32-inch grow bed by 16-inch, and I'm growing all kinds of really cool vegetables in here. Lettuce, Swiss chard, and there's tomato. There's some more spinach. It's really looking good. I've been using this full spectrum LED light, but not all the time. I've also been giving the plants just this natural light from the window here. And we have a tomato and some basil. The basil was recently transplanted. All these things were started from seeds in peat pucks, and then when the roots were long enough, I just transferred them. It's so easy to garden in aquaponics. This lettuce is doing really well. We'll be harvesting off of this probably in about a week, believe it or not. It'll be high enough. So I'm going to show you the drain system. This is how it works. This piece of 6-inch Big O, or drain pipe if you want, it's perforated at the bottom. And it's a really simple configuration of 1/2-inch PVC that comes up through the bulkhead fitting, 90s, then 90s again, and goes into a piece that's 1/2-inch to 1-inch, and then that's called a street elbow, and there it goes down into a piece of 1-inch, which sits just off the bottom of the grow bed, about 1 inch off the bottom or 1/2 inch, and you will see that it's starting to drain now. I'm going to basically show you the back tank level. You can see how low the back tank is. Okay, I wanted to show you this procedure. This is how we're going to add water to this system. So that's how you know when it's time to add water to your Cadence system. Just before it drains, like we're seeing now, that's about as low as you want the water to be. You don't really want to get it as low as the pump there in the back tank, you know, because then your pump could cavitate and suck air, and that's not great for it. But anyway, here we go, full flow now. The siphon, oh, not quite. The siphon will start here very momentarily, and it'll full flush, and it will send water over through the overflow holes and refill the back tank. Really simple system. Here we go. Siphon is starting. The fish absolutely love it because then it introduces all kinds of oxygen and bubbles and currents for them to play in. You can see them. They're just quite happy playing there. You can really hear the drain now. So full flush, so that'll fill up, and because the system was ready to be topped up with water, the back tank will still be down by about 5 gallons, which is about 20 liters. So I'm going to pass this over for filming, and I'm going to show you guys how we do this. We simply grab our dechlorinated bucket of water, and we pour it into, and you can do this, you don't have to do it with a full bucket, it's just that I can. You can do it in 2 half buckets so you don't hurt yourself. Anyway, what I do is I lift it up and I simply pour it into the garden. I try and usually get it into the douse, into the siphon area, though it doesn't hurt any plants. Okay, so I've refilled that whole grow bed again. It's still under siphon, so it's just going to keep draining what I've dumped in. And you're better off to pour a little less than what you think you need, and then check it. Wait until it's done draining and check it, because this is the only time that you could possibly overflood your system, is if you pour too much in when you top it up, because then your back tank would overflow. So if that ever happens and it looks like it's going to overflow, just unplug the pump and lift the top of your siphon off, and it will stop its siphon. and you should be all right. Or you can take this hose out and just simply put it into a bucket, and it'll keep pumping into the bucket until you have the right amount in there. So really no big deal. I'm going to see how much it needs after it's done its drain cycle. So back tank is still filling up. You may or may not be able to see that, but it's down about 3 or 4 inches now. We grew up with Imperial here. I'm 43 years old, so switching to metric is tricky. I guess it's about 2.5 centimeters to an inch. Look at these fish, they're just checking me out. Okay, I can hear it now. It's almost done ending its cycle. And my back tank is still down about 3 inches, so that means I can safely dump in the rest of my water. But the siphon had already ended, so that's okay. It'll sort itself out by the time it does its next cycle. Okay, the only other thing I'll show you on this Cadence model that I haven't really showcased is, well, 2 things. I'll show you the light, which is really neat. This is a full spectrum LED light from Initial LED, and basically it has the blue spectrum here, and then we switch over to our infrared spectrums and we get a full blast of light. These plants grow really well under it. I've personally harvested tomatoes off of a system that grew only under full spectrum LED. It was delicious. So, and the other thing I want to showcase here, I'll explain, is David Wilson's artwork, which is absolutely beautiful. He's a friend of mine. He lives here in Vernon, and he's got a pixelated style of artwork here that is very traditional of the local Okanagan band in the area here. And then there he's added his own sort of stylistic bear here. It also continues around the side with some more pixelated artwork. And you can just go to my website to see that. That's vortexaquaponics.ca. Okay, so thank you very much, and join me again for more videos. Until then, happy growing. Take care of yourselves.